All right, everybody. I am super excited today to just chat with Christine. Christine, welcome.
What's up, Dana Lewis?
Oh my goodness, you guys. Like, if you knew Christine 2 years ago, first of all, if you're here live, drop a live in the comments below. If you're catching us on the replay, let us know. But if you knew Christine 2 years ago, I want you to drop a I knew her. Yes, I did in the comments below because when I first met you, we're going to talk about going from stressed, depressed, and just getting through the days. I mean, how many times can we all look back and think, oh my gosh, I'm just trying to get through today to get to tomorrow?
Oh yeah.
But what are we hoping that tomorrow will bring?
I don't know, relief or something.
Right? But if we relate it, you guys, we're just going to unpack Christine's story because it is such an amazing story that I wanted to share with you. And we're super happy that you're here. Make this an interactive chat conversation. We're here for you and to share real life truths, real life testimonies with you, for you, so that we can all grow. Christine, 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago, I think probably, it was May, a
Yeah, I
year
was
and a
mad.
half ago.
Mm-hmm.
Depressed, stressed, barely getting through the days, just grinding,
Yep.
and unhappy.
Very unhappy.
Fast forward to today, like, look at your mint green glasses and your beautiful shirt and your sassy attitude, which was what I love because she has truly gone from rock bottom of her life to this vibrant, thriving, beautiful, smiling, glowing human being, right? And I
Yes.
have watched this transformation before my like unfold before my very own eyes, and I want to share this with you guys. So let's unpack what you have done. Can you bring us back to a year and a half ago, and you were introduced to what? Like, what made you lean in to make a change? What did you do?
So what really resonated with me was the whole, focus on the gut health because I had been seeing some buzz about it, on social media. And, I lost my dad at age 53. I'm 52. I'm a year away from the age that he was when he died. And he had cancer, but then, he had complications from some medications that they gave him for his cancer that affected his intestine, and ultimately he ended up with a colostomy bag that he was never able to get resected. So that, I feel like, for me, was like the beginning of my like introduction, or knowing of digestion and the second brain and how important it is and all of that. But yeah, I just started seeing a friend, Teresa Todd, sharing a lot about, gut health, and she was so happy. And I was just like, so I kept thinking to myself, like, if I could put a face on what that would look like what would I look and feel like, and what would it, yeah, how would it present itself? It was that she embodied everything that I wanted to feel and touch and experience and all of that, because it was
Oh
perfect.
my gosh, like, I love that. I love that because don't we all know of someone that we're like, wow, if I could just be as happy,
Yeah.
if I could just be that happy. So you reached out, yes, and Colleen just wrote, everyone deserves to live a life that they love, feeling vibrant, happy, energized, and like truly loving the
Yes.
life that you're living. And
Hmm.
I think that's the struggle that we all can face, is that you're like, well, I feel stuck, I feel trapped, I feel whatever. I just have to grind day to day and be depressed and stressed and not sleeping and whatnot. So you see Teresa, and she says, what? She's like, hey, girl, like, yes, your gut
What do
has
you got going on?
everything to do with it.
Yeah. She was like, what do you got going on? How can I help you? I was in the throes of menopause. I was dealing with debilitating hot flashes and mood swings. I was not a happy person to be around. I was screaming at my kids all the time and, just on edge. And I didn't know that it had anything to do with my hormones. And I mean, I knew that, as we get older, we reach that phase of our life, but it was pretty uneventful for my mother. So I figured it's going to be uneventful for me too. But that was not the case. It was pretty debilitating. And I would be sitting at the table sometimes having dinner with my family, and my mom would be like, "You're having a hot flash right now, aren't you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She was like, "I have the air conditioning on. What's going on with you?" You know? So it was just, it got to the point where it was just, I even lost my will to live. It was just, I was wishing my days away. I was just like, I can't live like this anymore. This is not a way to live. And I don't know how many times I must have said that, but it can probably not even be counted on your fingers how many times I used to say that. And then
just because you felt so terrible in general, like about yourself,
yeah,
about
I mean, bending down to tie my shoes was a struggle. Climbing a flight of stairs was a struggle.
yeah,
Shaving my legs was a struggle
because you were overweight,
because I was overweight.
and uncomfortable in your body, and
Yeah,
then that made you uncomfortable in your mind,
absolutely.
and then you add menopause onto that,
Hmm.
and you were spiraling.
Yeah, it was. I was like on a train wreck. I was a train wreck, and I was on a train that was traveling pretty fast down a really
And
slippery slope.
yeah, because it was a train that you were also trying to wreck.
Yeah,
Like that you were like, and I think we can all resonate. If you can resonate with this, drop a me in the comments. Like we can all resonate with the fact that when you feel lousy, you just continue to, it's self-sabotaging. It's easier to have self-sabotaging behavior when you feel lousy because you're like, well, I mean, what difference is it gonna make? I might as well have the second plate of pasta. I might as well have the whole bottle of wine because like
mhm.
who cares? I don't feel good. I might as well continue to not feel good. But like let's fast forward to what did you do? So you saw Teresa, you were like, okay, listen, I'm
So
at
she,
rock bottom. I'm gonna try what you are sharing.
yes. And I went and I did it with an open mind because I honestly, I had gone the whole, I was taking antidepressants as well, and I felt that that was contributing to my weight gain. It certainly was contributing to my bloat. I felt like bloated in my face and in my stomach and everything, and it just like removed my feelings. I was indifferent towards everything, so it was easy to be indifferent about my weight too. And then, I got started on the protocol. And I got to tell you that when you start, even if you make 1% incremental change in your routine or your behaviors or anything, you're gonna see a difference like right away. And that weight just started to fall off. It was almost like my body was just like craving it and saying like, where have you been all my life? You've been like, keeping me in this fight or flight mode for so long. Now we need to heal you from the inside out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I really feel like the transformation started to happen, because then it's like, okay, I started to exercise, and I'm not one of these people that loves to exercise. It does not come naturally for me, but I found something that I could do that was manageable and that was doable for a woman my age, which is pretty young, I
I
might
mean,
say.
you are very young. Like, stop it. You are
Yeah.
very young. But also, you talk about you found an exercise that you enjoyed. Hello, you go to CrossFit.
Yes. Yeah.
Like,
Well, yeah.
you go. So we like you've gone from overweight and depressed. Teresa shares with you about gut health to say, listen, your serotonin, your dopamine, all of these neurotransmitters stem from your gut microbiome. And if you can give your gut microbiome better nutrients, you can change your mindset, you can change how good you feel, but also you can change that stress, fight or flight hormone. Because you talked about it, you were like, I'm stressed all the time, stress, stress, stress. You're stressed because you're unhappy, you're stressed because you're overweight. All of that does is make your cortisol go higher and higher and higher. And it needs reprieve so that you have the energy to even think about going to CrossFit, let alone driving yourself there, showing up and doing it repeatedly.
Yep. I mean, and that's what I would pray for. I would pray just for enough energy to get me out of bed to do the things, whatever it was, even if it was to just take a walk down my street. But the best way that I can describe it was I was living a life in black and white. And I feel like it's in color now. Like I can see the foliage of the trees and I can see the sun is out. And even when the sun's not out, I definitely feel a presence in nature that makes me feel grounded, and just a newfound love of life that
Yeah.
I feel like I got my life back. That's what I
Yeah.
feel like.
And
Yeah.
as a byproduct of being on the very standard flagship 3 gut healing products. Being on this protocol did what for you originally? It helped you sleep, gave you energy, lifted your mood, and
Got
the
rid of my
weight.
hot flashes. I haven't had a hot flash in over a year and a half. You know, I really feel that the weight loss was like the side benefit
Mm-hmm,
because yes, I was looking to lose weight, but ultimately I was just looking to feel better. And
mm-hmm.
I didn't realize, I mean, I guess I figured, once I lost the weight, then, that would be the byproduct, right? Like losing the weight would then give me more energy. So I was like, okay, I'll lose the weight, but I didn't have a lot of confidence that I was going to be able to do it in the beginning. But then I just started to see the results were happening. I mean, I did a 3-day reboot, which is so doable, and you're not like tethered to the bathroom like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I lost weight within those first 3 days on the
Mm-hmm.
reboot. So I was
Because
like,
society tells us, or what we learn is that if you want, or what we're taught, not what we learn, what we're taught is that if you want to lose weight, you have to work harder and eat less.
yeah.
Period. End of story.
Mm-hmm.
And what your transformation is about, and really what we have come to learn as we talk about gut health and the microbiome, is that if you can prioritize your mental well-being and prioritize giving your gut microbiome the nutrients that it needs, focused on dopamine and serotonin and melatonin, because you create that naturally, which will help your circadian rhythms and help you sleep better. When that stress comes down, you start to feel better and your body adapts to that. And now you're thriving at a whole next level.
Yep.
And you talk about weight loss, 90% of the time it's inflammation from all of these other stressors. And then as soon as that inflammation starts to come down, like, you've lost how many pounds so far?
I have lost a total of 40 pounds so far, and
Yeah.
I'm not done yet.
No. I mean, Christine, you look amazing. And I know, you guys, I know that I say this all the time, and we're going to drop before and after pictures in the comments, because a year and a half ago, I met a shell of a woman. No,
Really,
like,
I honestly feel like sometimes I wish I could wrap my arms around that girl when
yes. I remember being on a Zoom call with you just to meet you for the first time, and I wanted to come through the Zoom and hug you. But to look at you today, you guys, this is why we're here live and why we want to bring this to everyone, because this is for you too. And now Christine's in the cutest mint green sweater with her mint green matching glasses, and you are legitimately glowing and smiling. Your skin looks better, your hair looks better, you look amazing. But the best part about it is it's mental wellness, because you feel amazing. And those feelings truly started with 3 small tweaks to your diet that are flagship products for your overall gut health. And by giving your gut microbiome the nutrients that it needed, because it doesn't matter how good your diet is or how bad your diet is, we don't get enough fruits and vegetables and prebiotics and probiotics for our gut microbiome. And what the science shows us now is that if you can fill those gaps with targeted supplements, you can now get your body to feel amazing. And you are a stunning example of that.
It's true, because honestly, I used to be one of those people who would be, scrolling through social media, and I would say, "Oh, I could never do that. I could never do that. I could never do that."
Mm-hmm.
And then here I was doing CrossFit, and I enrolled in nutrition school because it lit a fire in me that I was like, okay, I really want to, learn more about gut health and nutrition and improve my health and improve the health of my family. So I said I'm just so grateful that I found the products and that it took me to where I am right now. So
yeah, because a year and a half ago, Christine was not going to nutrition school, but you started to feel a little bit better. You started to recognize that this is another fascinating fact that I love, that when you start to change the makeup of your gut microbiome, you actually start to crave different things. So it's not an all or nothing mindset. It's not, I'm going on a diet and I'm not going to have pasta. That's not what this is about. It's about healing your gut microbiome, giving it the nutrients that it needs. And now, rather than having a bowl of pasta that's this big, you're satisfied with a bowl of pasta that's this big.
Yep.
And then the weight comes off, because pasta is not the devil. Like,
No, it's not.
it is not. But your cravings changed. And now you have the new outlook to say, I'm going to go to nutrition school, and I have the energy, the focus, and the drive to learn more so that I can teach others more about living this way. Right? Christine, you are an example for all of us. If Christine's testimony resonated with you, drop a resonated in the comments below. Christine will touch back with you with the exact protocol that she was on and would love to share with you. I have one last question for you, Christine. If you could go back a year and a half ago or 2 years ago to old Christine, like what would you say to her?
I would say it's going to be okay. We got this. I'm with you. I am, going to be with you the whole way. And the same thing that I would say to anybody who would want to, who I could coach for health coaching. I am an official health coach now. And I would say to them too, that you got this, you can do this. It doesn't have to be hard. And you're looking at somebody who really thought that they couldn't do it, because they hated exercise and they hated dieting, and they did all the diets and never succeeded on those. And I'm living proof. I'm living proof that it can be done. So
I love that. And I love that you've tried, like, that's a key point. You tried all the diets, you did all the things. I always say diets don't work. And part of the reason that diets don't work is because they stress you out, because you have restricted eating, and that raises your cortisol hormone. And all that does is pile on more problems, because now you're stressed about eating when food is not the problem. It's your cravings and your lack of energy and your overload of brain fog and just mental meh that prevents you from making better choices. You guys, jump in. The time is now. It's healing your gut microbiome. If you're ready to take that next step, drop a me in the comments below, and let's just have an organic conversation about supporting your gut microbiome, which supports your body, your energy, your metabolism, your ability to sleep, and your ability to feel amazing, because we all have the ability to have Christine's transformation. And I just thank you for sharing it. Thank you for being here, and for just
having me.
Yes, and just for glowing and sharing your story, because everybody's story, your next step could be today.
It's true.
But you have to take it. You have to take that next step, because if
you have to take the leap of faith. Otherwise, if you stay in your comfort zone, you'll never get to experience all the good things in life.
And nothing will change if you don't change something. And this is the smallest baby step that you can take. Start on the fundamental 3 and move your life forward. So thank you so much, Christine. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and comment below and let us know.
Yes.
Bye.
Thank you so much.